Cruising is a year-round activity with so many choices and destinations to travel to. Travel and lifestyle expert Jaime Damak joins us this morning with advice to keep in mind as you plan your next cruise, or perhaps your first cruise. Good morning, Jaime.
Good morning, Gina. It's great to be here.
We're going to kick things off by a first piece of advice here from you about thinking outside the box. What do you mean by that?
So I find that when we talk about cruising, we often think about a big cruise ship, a 7-night cruise, but there's actually 3, 4, 5-night cruises that are out there. And that's a really great option if it's your first time cruising. There are also river cruises that happen a lot in Europe with smaller ships. So really do a deep dive if it's your first time cruising to see what vessel is the best for you.
Yeah, tons of options out there. And something to keep in mind as well is Wi-Fi. Having it is important. And what should people be considering when it comes to that?
So when you're cruising, you're on the ship, you're probably at port destinations. You want to think, how can I have coverage everywhere? And I recently discovered GigSky, and it really is the only eSIM provider that keeps you connected both at sea and on land with coverage in over 200 countries and on over 200 cruise ships. And it really is perfect for the traveler because you can be connected at the airport, at destination, on the ship, and when you're at port destinations, all with just one eSIM. And yesterday, they actually launched a free data plan for cruising. So you can access 100 megabytes of data for free, no credit card required. It works on all the ships, and you can download it before you leave, activate it once you're on the ship. It's a great way to test it out. And then if you want to top off with one of their great plans, you can do so. You can visit gigsky.com for all the details. But I love that you just have one eSIM for your whole trip on land and at sea.
And Jaime, when I think about cruises, my mind goes right away is I got to book a trip to Fort Lauderdale. That's where we're departing from, but that's not always the case.
No, and I think that lots of people don't think that we actually have cruise ports right here in Canada, including Vancouver. And this summer, Disney Cruise Line has 2 ships sailing from Vancouver, the Disney Wonder and the Magic, sailing from May to August. So you can actually experience the beautiful beauty of Alaska, all while enjoying the magic of Disney. So from high quality Broadway style shows like Tangled or Frozen, a musical spectacular, to meeting your favorite characters, all the activities, and I just love all their great dining options for family. There's so much that your family will love and do on these 2 ships, but perhaps you're looking for maybe a warmer place to visit this summer. Disney also has a new ship, the Disney Destiny, sailing in the Caribbean and visiting beautiful places like Castaway Cay, such a great fun island. So for all the details, you can check out their website for all their sailing options.
And Jaime, with the last bit of time here, you suggest that people should be arriving a day before your sailing starts.
So really, last but not least, this is so important. So if you are sailing, you want to arrive 24 hours prior to your cruise. And if you're sailing out of Europe or a further destination, you want to plan on 2 days. First off, flights can get canceled, flights can be delayed, and your ship is taking off whether you're on it or not, and we want you on your ship. And secondly, you want to enjoy the place where you're departing from, because usually when you come back from a cruise, you're headed to the airport, you're headed to your next stop. This way you get to enjoy the city where you are departing. So plan this in your calendar and in your budget. At least a day, at least, Gina, one day.
At least a day for those smooth sailings. Thanks for that, Jaime.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too. For more information, you can follow along with Jaime on social media.